Welcome to the second day of Out in the Open 2020. Today we will be going around to the shop windows in Roscommon Town to look at the various artworks. And the work of art in the window is by Francis Crowe and is entitled Mother and Child, and it's a fibre artwork. Fran is well known internationally in the fibre art area and has had many international exhibitions.
The title of the piece is Hanging by a Thread, meaning we're all hanging by a thread because of COVID. And the pieces are actually strung and sewn. So the two threads are the threads that you use in a bobbin, in a sewing machine. So they're sewed right down and then they're brought back up on these two. So the two are stitched together. The strange thing about COVID, and we've not been able to meet and to be able to greet each other. You've got to stay your distance. You see it like that. You can't hold hands. And the sadness of people not being able to meet and do things. So the bottom three are made from the undercloth, and the top one is made from a chiffon, silky chiffon that was overlaid over that cloth, in the 70s. So the wax has been, of course, on my face, and that's the series of works we did last year. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Diplan. So here we are at Regan's restaurant and bar, and the artist here is Adam Burton Booth, who does ceramics, which is an incredible work. He uses crystals and various other materials to get the effect on the ceramics. And he says, with his work I explored the relationship between ceramic crystalline glazes and the forms on which they were applied to the concept of fractals as a way of illustrating chaotic behavior. A chaotic sequence follows a rule. This gives it a pattern, and this pattern is self-similar at different scales. This happens in nature, such as with crystal formation. Honor Fitzgerald, and she's a painter. The title of the work is Suolela on canvas. And she says, point of view is a recurring subject in my work. Place is the starting point from which the creative process emerges. The image is a result of a rummage through experience and memory. She works with paint in numerous ways, like postcards and whatever, and is well known nationally, and was recently voted Roscommon Businesswoman of the Year. Has the work of Lorna Brennan. All of these works are done in chalk drawing, and you can see there is of Michael Collins and the other is of various other leaders from the 1916 Rising.
Called them the boys. I did them back in 2016. Michael Collins, he was the first guy, so I didn't really know my history that well. So he kind of started the inspiration for a bit of Irish history. So I'm learning all the time, doing more and more of them. Yeah, that's about it really.
The curlew stood silent and unseen in the long damp grass as he looked down on the road below him. that wound its way through Bale na Blah. And he heard the young men shouting and cursing, running backwards and forwards, dodging and moving, ducking the bullets as they rained down on them from the hillside opposite. Just as quickly as it started, the firing stopped, and a terrible silence hung over the valley. A lone figure lay on the roadside in the drizzling August rain, dressed in green greatcoat, leggings and brown hobnail boots, but would never again set the sparks flying from the kitchen flagstones as he danced his way through a half-set. A hurried, whispered act of contrition, and the firing breaks out again. The curlew takes to flight, and as he flies out over the empty, sad fields of West Cork with his lonesome call, he must tell the world that the big fella has fallen and Michael is gone. On the far off August day, cold young men in ambush lay on a roadside, on a hill her flowers grow. So much hate for one so young, who was right and who was wrong. Though 1,000 years may pass, we'll never know. Candles dripping blood they place beside your shoulder, rosary beads like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go.
At Jackson's restaurant, and the work in the window is by James Moran, who's here with us.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll say a few short words that I wrote down. As you can see, it's very black and white, and the word enough can be a noun, an adjective or an adverb, and in the dictionary is defined as much or as many as is required. In the context of the illustration, enough refers to the planet Earth. Enough, I am dying, and mankind has destroyed me with his greed, waste and pollution. Bye bye. Or, enough, while my bounty is not limitless, I have the capacity to stay in all life, and I can renew myself from natural disasters and continue growing and giving enough to all. The choice is ours.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to tell a story through hands, but and I think that the way the things are now, and making drawings specifically for windows of a pub which is closed, I thought that would be kind of fitting, and the lines kind of represent the blinds that are normally here, so they're hanging in place. Yeah.
So this piece is titled We Three Kings, and it was made for an exhibition in Clare. What fascinates me always is the uniform, and what the uniform does to a person. The minute somebody puts on a uniform, they become a different person, be it whatever they're in, services, security, whatever. So I like the bling and the shape of the crown and the chaingale and all that sort of thing, and it lends itself very well to scrap metal. So basically that's it. So it's We Three Kings. Okay, we have one window to go, and it's a video by Molloy. Molloy is a sculptor works in video. This video is part of a series of stop-motion animated videos of digital copies of scanned 35mm photographs from the National Folklore Archive of Ireland, based in UCD Dublin. These photographs reference sites of work, crafted implements and the labouring of land. In these videos, moving image, particularly animation and audio, are brought together to experiment with time, rhythm and movement. The three moving image works explore the linked performative aspect of the body with demonstrative movements.
As I sit here in my rocking chair in the city of New York and watch the teeming masses as they hurry to their work, my mind that sometimes slips away back to my native home, and I'm once again by Shannon's side where kings sat on their throne. Oh, land of the O'Connor, the county of my birth, Roscommon, you mean more to me than any place on earth. It was within your God. They'll carry me back home again unto my native soil. We'll cross the rippling waters unto Roscommon soil, or one last drive by Shannon's side to end life's weary toil. Oh, land of the O'Connor, the county of my birth, Roscommon, you mean more to me than any place on earth. It was within your fond embrace I gave out my first cry, and your warm earth will cradle me when I bid this world goodbye.